Welcome back, StockSmart family. Now we're going to check out our Stochastics Momentum Index and our IFT, Stochastics Oscillator. All right, we're going to change them around a little bit, just to see if there's another way we can see that information and maybe use it a little differently in our trading. Okay. So we got an SMI and an average SMI, okay? So you got a percent D length and a percent K length. All right. So let's change our green and our average. We can keep that red or make it a pinkish color. Sure. Why not? We'll hit apply, hit OK. Oh, I still want to change it to this and change it to bar. Hit OK, hit apply. Now, doesn't that look kind of different? Okay. So do we have green bars stacking, or do we have red bars stacking, or do we have red bars stacking on green bars building on the way back up? Very interesting. Very nice way to look at the data. We've got this big ocean here with the red starting to show that it's a short. Okay. So this right here, that's a little bit of a fake out. Okay. So let's pull this out to the weekly, see what that looks like. Okay. And we've got a positive 50 and a negative 50, and this goes on a different scale. Okay, looks like this might go on a scale of 0 to 100. That will be important information for, say building our set of mechanical studies that we want to use, okay? Now, what is important, okay? What do we want to know? Well, I mean, I'd like to know when to jump in. When should I buy? That's a pretty good question. Well, I would probably buy when something like this happened. When the fast line would cross the slow line. Okay? So we can build that. All right? We have all of this stuff here. It says declare lower. So we're gonna keep that, I guess, for now. Except we won't be declaring lower. All right? But you can take it anyway. Doesn't matter. So hit copy. Get out of there. Go over here into your strategies. This is where we're going to build our bot to see if it's going to work. Okay. All right. Okay. Oversold. All right, new strategy 5. All right, now hit save. Okay. Now, while that's up there, let's get rid of our, declare lower, even though that's not allowed to be there in your strategies. Okay. Hit OK. And hit OK. Now, if you don't know how to code, go over here to your scan tab. That's okay. We don't need to know how to do a bunch of math to do this stuff. It can do it for you. So click Add Filter. You're going to click Study. You're going to click on your pen right here. You're going to click Edit. Come up here to ADX Crossover, and you'll find Study again. And type in your stochastics momentum index. Okay? And what we want to know is when our fast line crosses our slow line. So that seems to be when our percent D length crosses our K length. All right? Or the SMI crosses the average SMI. Okay, so we'll go with SMI crosses above the average SMI. Okay, within 1 bars. Okay. Now, go into your script editor and copy that. And just for fun, we're going to hit the scan button. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, now we get our stochastic on the big screen. On the big screen. Oh man. Okay. So let's see if we did okay with our first buy signal. Okay. Now this is our strategy, all right, but we're going to put it over into a study this time. Okay, now that's plot data, and that's Stoch Momo index buy signal, okay? And we'll plot that as the Stoch buy. Oh, go back. That's closed out proper. All right, we're good. Now, no, we're not good. Declare lower. Hit OK. Now let's just see if our crossovers are happening at the right time. Okay? So it looks like this is not the buy signal. This is indeed our sell signal. Okay? And that's all right. You know, now we've at least got our sell signal plotted in. So let's go back over to our study here and let's change it. Let's make sure it's put to sell signal, not buy signal. Okay. All right. And let's copy this. Enter. Oh. Paste. Enter, enter. Paste. All right. Let's get our buy signal, and it's going to be stochastic momentum index crosses below. Let's see what happens when it crosses above. All right. Now let's see if we've got our buy and sell signals in order. There should be a signal here. That should be a sell signal, buy signal, sell signal, buy signal crossover, sell signal crossover for a short, buy signal, sell signal. Okay, wonderful. Perfect. So now we've built an awesome signaling system for a lower stochastic study. Excellent. So now let's break this over into the strategy. All right. Now here's our new strategy, and here is our study, okay? Your study is what you'll use to, these are your triggers. All right, these are the things that you'll say are true for when you want to buy a stock. All right, so take both of your triggers or your bots, your mechanical system, if you will. Copy that, hit apply. Take it over to your new study. All right. Everywhere we've got a plot, we need to plot a define. So we're just going to define it. All right, get rid of that. The only thing we want to plot now is our data. Okay, so let's just define everything. And if it is lit up in red, it is erased and it is dead. Gonzo. And hiya. I Linux foo you. I choose you. Space, space, control V. Voila. All right. Let's see what happens. Hit apply, hit OK. Where are we? Okay. Now, we need some orders. So let's go over to our strategies here, or our sets. I keep a set of orders, but if you don't, you can grab them anywhere. I will grab them out of the Donchian channel setup. Yeah, for instance. Okay. Now for strategies, I have a YouTube template. And I grab my orders from there. And as you can see, they come from the Donchian channel strategy. All right. So throw your orders right down in here. Control V. All right. New bot. So that's going to be your buy-in. All right. You're open to sell, your sell to open. That's just short. Your sell to close. Cover. And your buy to close. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. All right. Now, these zeros here, that's where we're going to put, our orders, okay? Our stochastic buy and our stochastic sell, what we want it to be, all right? So to buy to open, we want that to be Stoch buy. And sell to close, we want that to be Stoch sell. Oh, buy to close. Okay, sell to open. Now we've got our stochastics momentum bot orders all made up. Okay, perfect. So let's go up here and let's just name this. This is going to be our stochastic momentum bot. Long and short. All right, so it will have both strategies attached to it. Perfect. All right. Now, something is plotting along the bottom, and let's get rid of our triggers here. We don't need them anymore. Let's hit apply. Let's hit OK. Why is it trying to plot along the bottom here? Plot, plot, plot. We don't want that. We don't want it to plot. Okay, so now let's go back in here, and we're going to have to change those plots over to defines. That's right. So define and define. That was our mistake right there. So now we fixed it, and it should be proper. All right. Let's follow along with the tutorial at home and fix it ourselves. Now our orders are all put up on the screen. All right. So now we've got a long bot that buys in, 1 bar after is true for the crossover, and it sells out 1 bar, true for the crossover in the downwards play. Okay. So is it profitable? Well, looks like on the 4-hour chart it's profitable. Now how many shares is it trading? Okay, now it will be trading the universal 5 shares. Okay, it's trading that universal 5 shares because that's what we tell it to in our global strategy settings. Let's go and change our global strategy settings to make a whole lot more money. I want 500 shares, not 5 shares. Okay, let's get rich. Here we go. All right, super guru. All right, now we got $8,000 instead of whatever we did have before. All right, so now let's go back out onto the daily chart here. All right, and we can see where we've got our buy-in, and yeah, but I don't see it. Not so sure I see it doing any shorting there. Let's go and check our stochastic bot, long and short. Okay, the buy-in, short, let's disable short, and let's disable cover, okay? And if you want to change them, okay, you can do that, or you can even change just 2 orders. If there were just 2 orders and you wanted to switch from buy to open or sell to open, to close or whatever, you can do that here too. But instead of doing 2 orders with 3 different functions, we have 4 orders with 3 different functions. Okay, makes sense? Wonderful. Let's keep moving. Let's hit apply, and let's go. Okay, now if I didn't want, let's say the market were to turn on me and I could see it was happening, like at this time, then we may want to put our short strategy into action, okay? So then we'd come back in, we'd hit our gear icon, we would disable our buy, we would enable our short, okay? We would disable our profit, and we would enable our cover, okay? Perfect. Okay, now this is our short strategy, but it obviously has not performed very well. Let's see how well it does on the 4-hour chart. 15-minute chart. Five-day, 5-minute chart. Okay, so we can see in a downwards market, in a very downwards market, it does catch it, just as the stochastic would. Okay, but you need to be using the long and short strategy together in order to make the money. Otherwise, you'll be using one strategy, the market turns against you, and you're not ready for it, okay? And you don't have the orders set up to handle that type of action, all right? So now, let's go in and set it to auto and see what happens, all right? Bring it all the way over here. What's our P&L? $254. Okay, come over here, and we will just set enabled, enabled, and set them all to auto. And just let it do its thing. And now, $814. Excellent. All right, so when you have it set to auto, and they just do their thing as it wants to, very good. Although auto isn't necessarily the best setting, and I don't always like to use auto, because auto isn't always the most practical, because you don't automatically know what to do, at least not all the time, and especially not starting off. So that's why I don't recommend the auto setting, okay? I recommend you set it manually. Buy to open, sell to close, okay? Sell to open, buy to close, okay? Don't do your strategies in auto. It's going to make you think you're going to become a millionaire in 2 weeks, okay? It doesn't work, and definitely does not work that way, okay? But it does work just like you can see each one of these orders here. But you can see they're days apart. They're weeks apart. Your opportunities in the market to make money are not every single day, every single minute. Not that opportunities can't be found every single day, every single minute. But if you are trading one particular stock you like to trade, the opportunities come at specific times. You need to be watching for them. You need to be waiting for them. And of course, practicing your chart patterns, so you can recognize them. But that's why we build these mechanical studies. So we don't have to worry about the emotion. We can just set it and forget it, okay? All I care about is when the fast line is crossing the slow line, okay? And then when the fast line starts to go back under the slow line, or the slow line crosses over the fast line. Now, you get it. So with all of that in mind and a brand new bot built, I'm going to go ahead and copy this bot that we have built today together. And if you don't, say you want to build this bot, it is perfectly free, but just, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and store the bot on my GitHub. See, I'm still a little sick. I'm feeling just a little bit better, so I want to put out as much material for my fans as I can that they can use while I'm gone, okay? So I hide everything that I make for the YouTube page in just this lower studies file here, okay? The reason why I do that is it's just kind of disguised, and it doesn't mean much, but I just try to disguise it a little. Okay. So what do we have here? So we're going to be at line 497, and we're going to go stochastic, Momo, index, long, and short. Okay. Then we're going to say was, PRO, was profit from, let's see, was it the daily or the 4 hour? Seemed like 4 hour and lower. Although I'm sure it worked on others. It just seemed to be better for that. But better yet, I'll let you guys decide that, and we'll just go ahead and we'll copy and paste it down below. And as I get more information, I'll put it there. So there it is, all the way down to line 529, orders included. Okay. Added Stoch index bot. Perfect. Commit my changes. We are good to go. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider coming over to Patreon and supporting the channel and the StockSmart algorithm on its way to hopefully glory. Now let's pull up another page here. We'll go to our StockSmart Investing website. It's the little Shopify store I set up to start selling a few indicators that we've built here together. And some I've put together on my own. And really, I'd just like to get to the point where I can start building the website to be what I dream it could be. Not just a catalog of indicators, but a whole lot more than that. So we'll just take a look at some of these. This Arun bot here, I don't know. I started off on the Arun and I made a lot of money on it. So, but definitely go back and look up any of these indicators that we've made on the show before and check them out. And Of course, they're a little bit different, and yeah, support the channel, consider buying one, and let me know how this system works. I'm not quite aware of this digital downloads era, but I know that I need to wait for the payment to clear before I send it out, so I was told to watch out for people doing funny things on that, so don't try to screw me. So thanks for watching, and yeah, click like, subscribe. I will catch you in the next video.